Last week we showed you parts of a video that we had created for the commemoration of Carroll Shelby's induction into the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame. Some of the scenes are absolutely remarkable. Here's some more of those scenes, some of our favorite picks of what we found after about 6 months of research.
My name's Carroll Shelby, and performance is my business.
Well, in April of 1964, Ford's revolutionary new long hood short deck Mustang bullseyed the emerging baby boomer generation of new car buyers, blindsiding the competition and creating the most successful new car launch in history. In 1960s parlance, the youth appeal of race on Sunday, sell on Monday became Ford's marketing mantra. Well, Carroll Shelby had since 1963 enjoyed much publicized international success with his Ford V8-powered Cobra Roadsters, beating GM's Corvette on U.S. racetracks and the hallowed Ferraris in Europe in the battle for the FIA World Manufacturers Championship. Ford understood their new Mustang needed racing success to assure its continuing appeal, and of course, the hot rodders at Shelby American got the call. From 1965 through 1970, Carroll Shelby's association with Ford Mustangs created a legend, and by any estimation, the fastest, the most visually impressive, and to this day the most valued of American performance cars are Shelby's Mustangs. Well, in 2006, Carroll Shelby and the Ford Motor Company rejoined forces, and predictably, the resulting new generation of Shelby Mustangs are again among the most sought after of American performance cars. A press release from the Ford Motor Company in Dearborn, Michigan in April 1964 literally rocked the global racing world. It spoke of a car that was ready to go racing, designed in the United States, developed and constructed in Britain, tested in Italy, making its racing debut in Germany, capable of speeds of 200 miles an hour, only 40 inches high and 13 feet long. Powered by a Ford 4.2-liter, 350 brake horsepower Indianapolis engine, mounted midships directly behind the driver. It was all timed carefully to coordinate with the unprecedented mid-year launch of Ford's revolutionary new Mustang. And in concert with Lotus Ford's assault on the Indy 500 racing establishment, the press announcement heralded the beginning of Ford's campaign to achieve world dominance in international sports car racing. Under the direction of Shelby American, the campaign would result in consecutive wins in 1966 and 7 at the world-famous 24-hour of Le Mans in France. The car on display here, P1037, was acquired through Shelby American by Canadian racing impresario Chuck Rathgeb and his Toronto-based Comstock racing team. It competed with great success in 1966 and 1967 at Mosport Park, Saint-Jovite, Watkins Glen, and Sebring in the hands of Canadian race car drivers Eppie Wietzes and Craig Fisher. 1962 was a heady time for Canadian sports car enthusiasts, and in lockstep with their American cousins, Ford Canada initiated a contract with Chuck Rathgeb's Comstock racing team. The objective? A 5-year plan to dominate Canadian racing at its top level. Ford Canada would supply the funding and a direct pipeline to Shelby American's race development programs. Comstock would supply the specialized expertise, the drivers, and the infrastructure. Well, the partnership was a brilliant success. In the following 5 years, under the able direction of team manager Paul Cook, Comstock's Canadian drivers, Eppie Wietzes, Craig Fisher, John Cannon, Bob McLean, and Ludwig Heimrath, to name just a few, used Shelby American's Ford-powered Cobra Roadsters, GT350 Mustangs, and state-of-the-art GT40s, not only to dominate Canadian racing, but to carry the Maple Leaf to international events at Sebring, Florida, and Silverstone in England. Carroll Shelby is an icon. His cars, the Cobras, the Vipers, the Shelby Mustangs, are legend. But there's much, much more to this man. Today, he devotes much of his time and energy to charity. The Carroll Shelby Foundation is dedicated to the service of children everywhere who require organ transplant surgery or who may have other specialized medical needs.
The beat goes boom, bap, ba-boom, bap. Abuse your frame, watch me bruise the game. Too many rappers ever sing the sound the same. Faking lyrical, spiritual, and wrong with God. I know the thin line between selling out is rather hard.